Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 6. The member is I'm Suci Ramadhani and my partner.
I'm Muhammad Diva Fandi.
I'm Minta Nazari Ramadhani.
So today we will presentation about production phase in a simultaneous interpretation. The first a presenter by Intan. Intan, time is yours.
Thank you, Dani. Production reformulation in reformulation and interpreting should have a strong short-term memory and the linguistic agility. An interpreter should be active and excellent in looking for solution concerning her job. Speak and look a speaker. Okay, the next short-term memory and interpreting. The roles of short-term memory while interpreting has been discussed widely by some scholars. Interpreting perform is considered as a set of three efforts, each of which with their own role in the limit supply of the process capacity. One, listening and analysis effort concerning all comparison activity such as exists characteristic of sound and the recognition of the certain sequences of the sound and the interpretation of the meaning of word and the sentence. Two, production effort. The production part of interpreting involving all operation from the mental reception of the message to its delivery. Three, sort the term memory effort concerning all operation that occur continuously while interpreting. Okay, that's all. Back to moderator.
Okay, thank you very much to Intan for your explanation about that. So the next explanation from myself about consequence and inadequate term memory. Memory holds an important role in each phase of interpreting process. Adequate functioning in short-term memory involves like effective processing of sound into non-words and later into sound information with the help of a long-term memory to fill in blanks. And effective storage of this portion of information and thus opportune retrieval the information. However, the more obvious consequence of a poor short-term memory are related to, first, the omission of a qualifier saying powerful instead of extremely powerful, and the omission of a subordinate clause like saying the thief was detained by the store security guard instead of the thief that was caught red-handed was detained by the store security guards, and the last omission sentence. Another obvious consequence of poor short-term memory is what we might call approximate reinterpreting. In the other words, the interpreter might remember what was said, but not the intensity with which it was said. Okay, that's all explanation for me. The next uh, presenter by Muhammad Iva Afandi to Afan, time is yours.
Okay, Dani. Uh, I will to explain about how to improve short-term memory in interpreting. At the first, how do you remember? If you forget something you have heard, try to understand what prevented you from storing or retrieving the information. And second, your short-term memory capacity is normally limited. How to do this by asking someone to read a series of 7 numbers that are not related to you. As soon as you can repeat the sequence accurately, try repeating in the reverse. To do this, you must be able to recall the sequence in your short-term memory. In third, increase your analytical skill. After reading something, try to summarize as a whole what you did. And fourth, try exercise. Summarize that mind idea in a single sentence after listening to a news report, radio, or television talk show. And I want to explain how to exercise your short-term memory. First, have someone read a newspaper or magazine article into a record. Limit yourself to non-technical material. And second, record increasingly longer text as your skill improve. And third, listen to the passage without taking notes and try to repeat as much as possible. Okay, that's all from me. Dani, back to you.
Okay, that's all presentation about the production phase for group 6. So here we will answer two questions from the forum, the question by our classmate. So the first question is, uh, the first question from Nurul Hasana. The question will be answered by Intan. So Intan, time is yours.
Okay, the question by Nur Hasanah. The ability to reduction is include in process, compression, or production. Uh, uh, the, ans the answer is process compression. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Intan. So the next question is, what's the most important thing, the production phase, and what the challenges for production phase from Gina Afiana will be answered by Afan. To Afan, time is yours.
Okay, I will to answer Gina's Afriana question. What is the most important thing in this production press? Are there any challenges in this production press? In my opinion, I think all press are important in interpreting, especially those with short-time memory. And I think the challenge of being an interpreter is to be focused and have the ability to remember. I think that's
Okay, thank you very much, Afan and Intan. To will be able to answer the question from our classmate. Uh, in the end, after we are answering the question, that's all from our presentation today. Uh, for your attention, thank you very much, and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.